general question before we start. Do you prefer semi-sweets, dries?
Sweet.
About you?
Dry.
Dries. Okay. So we can start with dries and switch to the semi-sweets, okay? And try everything that we can.
Actually, just to
Okay.
go.
Have you tried some Georgian wines before?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Good. Was it such an amount that you remember what wine it was? Because in Georgia, usually when we drink, it's hard to remember what you had previous night. So.
They let us try this semi-sweet and then dry red wine.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Do you know where we are right now? What's the name of the region where
Yeah,
we're looking at?
Kakheti.
Kakheti. Yeah. If you take a look at the map, we are. Okay. This is the biggest part of Georgia, where till this day, let's say like 65% of commercial and the homemade winemaking is coming from. And these colorful titles that you see around the map, this is the names of the regions. And under these colorful titles, small titles, this is already names of the grapes that grow in different parts of Georgia, okay? Right now we're in Kakheti. Because of that, most of the wines that we're going to try and the names that are written here, all are Kakhetian sort of the grapes, and most of the wines that we're going to try. Here, all the bottles that are here right now, all of them are Kakhetian, and I'll tell you some stories about it. These 3 bottles are from our house. Our homemade wines, which are made Georgian traditional way, not the commercial types. And after that, with the printed labels, all the bottles that you see, this is already commercial side of our production, from our company, from Dugladze Wine and Spirits, which is producing, how my friends love to say, all the way to get drunk, from 1984. Because not just tens of different varieties of wines, but also sparkling wine, brandy, cha-cha, vodka, and so on. Okay? But we can try many different varieties of the wines. And the first one that we're going to try, first 2, the name of this wine is Kakheti. Kakheti. This is part of the hard pronouncing Georgian words theme, yeah? And this is the second name written under the Kakheti title, okay? Or the Kakheti, second one. So mostly the title, which is written on the bottle of wine, that is either the name of the grape that was used for the winemaking process or the name of the location where this grape is grown, okay? These 3 bottles are named after the grape. Kakheti, and Saperar. They don't have these 2 labels because it's homemade wine, but this one has. And this one is already commercial, and these 2 have the name of the villages where the sorts of the grapes grow. Okay, not to be too boring and to try a little bit more, I'll stop talking and pour for you. So this is white dry wine. This is exactly the same sort of the grape that was used for the cha-cha making process outside. And 40 liters of wine that I told you that we add to the leftovers of the grapes is exactly this sort of wine, which is 11% of alcohol, which is very easy to drink because it's young wine. This is just 9 months fermentation process, okay? This is one of the most popular Georgian types of the wines to drink because it's very easy to drink and you can consume it in not just a couple of glasses, but in liters. So this one is not.
So, I mean, if you have like 2 bottles.
Of this one?
Yeah.
No. It's so. For example, at the Georgian tables, where people men, let's say, love to drink not just 1 or 2 glasses, but 1, 2, 3 liters on one person. This is the option to drink. Okay. At usually occasional tables, for example, weddings, birthdays, and so on. They drink with a type of thing which is called ganskhavebuli. If you translate it, it means different. So different from the glass like this. It may be something like this. It may be something like this. But mostly it's something like this, which is called khanti. And the best thing about this things that I was talking about, that it should be shot. So once you fill it up, you should drink it fully at one sip. Okay? So this is 1 liter. This is 250 ml more than a simple bottle. Okay? So once you fill it up with the bottle and a little bit more, and you say a toast, and you have to drink it fully, it's usually recommended to be wine like this, which is lowest percentage of alcohol and no sweetness at all. It means that next morning you're going to wake up with a little bit of the hangover, but not dying, of course. Yeah? That's the whole point. Usually, more sweetness alcoholic drink contains, worse hangover you're going to have. Okay? This is just 9 months. It didn't have enough time to take all the sweetness and ferment it into the alcohol. That's why it's dry. That's why it's 11% of alcohol. That's why it's really light to drink. For example, if you want to make a little bit harder to drink wine from exactly the same sort of the grape, same juice, you can just leave the same sort of the wine inside the clay jars like this. This is the material that is traditional material of winemaking in Georgia, and this is the material where the first 3 wines are going to be made. Okay, this is 9 months. The next one that we are going to try, this is already 2 years.